Cam and I have talked previously on the podcast about how lucky we feel to have found our purpose. And you talked about, being able to contribute by exploring that pain cave. Do you feel like that's your purpose?
I don't, I hope I can have multiple purposes in life, but that for sure feels like a purpose of right now, like this chapter,
Is like sharing your thoughts on the pain cave or pain in general, or is that what the question is? Like how she navigates pain, like to teach other people?
Yeah. Kind of, if she's found that, her value to give back to others is being almost that lab rat of exploring the pain cave and seeing how far humans can go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, I don't know if anyone will need that information ever, but I think it's like a little broader than that, where it's more like we're capable of more than we think, and whatever the thing is that you want to go after, just start and just go for it and see. And that it can be really, really difficult, but you can enjoy the process of that. Like joy and suffering don't have to be separated. Mm-hmm. You're not doing one or the other. You could be doing both in that pursuit of this thing you're going after.
Yeah. So it's like, it's just a form of sacrifice, maybe to, for the big picture, you got big goals, hard goals. There's going to be some pain and sacrifice along the way. And that's just part of the deal. It's kind of like that. When I hear you talk about the pain cave, that's what I hear until I've got the more details today. But that, there's going to be pain. You talked about that first one where you dropped at 60. And I know you've heard you talk about this before, where you sat in the chair and then you kept seeing everybody else coming in who were struggling, just like you had been struggling. And they did whatever they had to get some fuel, hydration, whatever, and then kept going. And you were still there.
Yeah.
And so that, to me, that was like a huge lesson. That was like, well, they're hurting just like I'm hurting. They just didn't quit.
Yeah.
And then that, to me, that was like a huge lesson for you. And if I'm hearing it right, and led to where you're at now.
100%. That was the best classroom for figuring out that, one, I wanted to be a person who made it to a finish line of a 100-mile race for no reason, but just to prove to myself that I could be a person who did it. Mm-hmm. But then also like, well, they physically look like they're in shambles, just like I was, but there must be a mental piece of it where they're just forging ahead, even though they feel terrible. Like there's a whole mental side to this sport and to like going after that thing. So I, it pushed over the first domino for me of tying the mental side to the physical side by watching these people keep going when I had stopped.
Right.